Hey guys, Hop here for TFBTV. We are at SHOT Show 2023 at the Leupold booth, checking out one of the newest scopes in the Mark V HD lineup, which I'm kind of excited about because I think this might be the holy grail of AR, SPR type scopes. We were hoping you could give us the fine details.
Yep, so as you mentioned, it is the latest member of the Mark V HD family. Our current line, we have a 3.6 to 18, a 5 to 25, and a 7 to 35. This is a 2 to 10, so it's kind of like the baby brother of the family. From the turrets back, they're all the same, right? So we've got a 35 millimeter main tube, 3-turn zero lock adjustment, so it locks at your zero position. As soon as you push the button, it unlocks. They all have revolution indicators in them, so when you make a full turn of the dial, you always have a visual and a tactile indicator of what revolution you're on. One cool thing, as a 2 to 10, it has a side focus. So there's not a lot of 2 to 10s out there or 10 power scopes that have side focus. So if you're going to put this on a DMR style rifle or a short barrel bolt gun, something like that, any AR that you're going to use for some longer distances, it really comes in handy. Capped windage adjustment. It's got our same high-speed power selector with a throw lever on it. You can move that, remove that if you need to. High-speed fast focus. 30 millimeter objective, and they're going to retail $19.99 for a non-illuminated model, $24.99 for illuminated, and available either in MOA or MIL.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of a 35 millimeter main tube? I know a lot of larger end or higher end scopes, larger scopes are 34. You guys go a little beyond that.
Yeah, so on the longer range scopes like our 7 to 35 or 5 to 25, generally the bigger the main tube diameter, it gives us more room to move the erector inside for more travel. So if you're doing a lot of dialing, it gives us a lot more room to tilt that erector and give you more elevation on the dial. On the 2 to 10, it's more of an economy of scale thing for us, right? It's the Mark V's been so well received, and the feature set was so good on it, it just made sense to keep the whole family the same.
So this makes, I think, the most sense for a lot of people who want to, use a rifle carry, slung, stick it in a bag, take it out of a bag, versus like bench rest, because you do have the capped windage turret. You don't have to worry about that moving on you, and then locking elevation. Probably most people using a scope in the 2 to 10 range are not going to be dialing for windage. They're going to mostly be dialing for elevation and holding for windage. So this configuration seems like it makes the most sense. As far as like the Mark V HD goes, can you tell us a little bit about kind of like what makes it better than your other lower magnification range scopes?
So I mean, quality-wise, they all go through the same level of testing. Mostly it's just a feature set difference. A lot of the people that are wanting for a more purely hunting style rifle, as you mentioned earlier, going through the brush, stuff like that, they like capped adjustments. Don't necessarily need to dial as far. So really what sets it apart is the feature set, quality, testing, ruggedness, reliability, everything that we build. It's all built in our factory in Beaverton, Oregon to the same standards. They're all tested to a very high level. So when we differentiate, it's mostly the feature set.
You guys are also, I think, particularly well known for your glass coatings. Is that something that you guys do differently between like the Mark V HD versus like, say, the VX Freedom or one of the like more hunting rifle style scopes?
For sure, yeah. So the Mark V uses what we call our professional optical system, professional grade optical system. So the coatings are optimized to give you the best level of light transmission, resolution, contrast, so you get a really crisp, clear view. Going back again to the big main tube, that also gives us more space to use bigger lenses, so we can control some aberrations that you would normally not be able or not address in maybe a little bit less expensive scope.
Gotcha. And do you have a ballpark weight for the 2 to 10?
Yeah, this thing is tiny. It's less than 24 ounces. And just over 11 inches long. So it's going to run good. Guys that want to run clip-ons, either thermal or night vision in front of the scope, gives you plenty of room on the rail. It's just a super versatile little scope.
What are the different reticle options that are available on this one?
So currently on the launch, we have our standard TMR non-illuminated, the TMR with illumination, or our PR1 MOA for the guys that want MOAs. And then as we go along, we'll have a bunch more reticles coming soon.
So are these available right now as of SHOT Show 2023?
Yeah, we just started getting them out the door, and by the end of the month, we'll be shipping full force.
Phenomenal. Awesome. Well, thanks, John, for walking us through the scope, and thanks, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned. Got a whole bunch more stuff coming from SHOT Show 2023 on TFBTV and TFB Showtime.